Salutations everybody, my name's The Wanderer and welcome to the May 2021 development update of Wanderer, a Fallout story. Once again we're live because I can't be bothered to put together a video. How are we all doing tonight? Let me get the chat open. Very happy to be back. Before we get into shit, if you're wondering, yes, I got suspended from Twitter. The reason is because I made a really edgy joke and somebody reported me. As well as another joke regarding dream stands. So yeah, I probably got, reported on that end, and I don't expect to get my account back. But if I do, hey, that's a win on my end. But if not, it is whatever. I'll probably just use my second one. I mean, I was trying to make a bit of a distance from Twitter anyway, because Twitter is just a toxic place that I do not really enjoy. By the way, it's good to see Hat Crab, Dumpkey, Kettle Potato, the Sandler, the Adam Sandler, holy shit. What's up Sterno, what's up Zab? So I see you guys. Alright, so I don't think I really got any visuals prepared, unless... Alright, there we go, we'll just use the same ones as last week. I did have some footage to show this week, and if Dumpkey's alright with it, I was possibly going to even show... some of the music that he's developed, which is actually the title music for the project, and yeah, we got some really cool shit that's going on. So before while I just get this open, which I need this file so I can read out what I've got written down, because I'm terrible at just speaking. But either way. It's basically complete. We are pretty much finished. The project is content complete, bar the post-credits now. So, the post-credit scene is going to be pushed out in the next couple months. I doubt it'll take more than 2 months. All we need is good weather and good time. And that's pretty much all we need. I've done concepts for it, and Avon, who is the special effects and live action kind of assistant for me, she's pretty much ready to go, as am I, and we're gonna try and make time after my college stuff is finished and after her college stuff is finished, so that we can, really get to work on this and kind of be prepared, because this is probably going to be the hardest part to execute, as it is going to be live action first off, and it'll require a lot of attention to detail in the stuff that I'm going to want to be done camera shot wise, and also outfit wise and things like that. We have to really make sure that this comes across as Fallout but on a budget. So that's a cool update for you guys. I hope you're excited for that. That probably slates us for, depending on when we get when we get this done, that being the obviously the post-credit scene. Whenever we get that done, I think we are slated for a July or August release. And that is what I'm going to try and aim for. I would really like to aim for mid-July. That is like my main goal for, releasing the project. And if not, then, and if we have to push it back due to, like, I don't know, bad weather, or maybe we both have shit going on, or we just can't be asked to do it or something, or we don't have the materials and we need money. I'm more than happy pushing it back to August sometime, or maybe even September, who knows. But bottom line is, in the next 3 to 4 months, it will be releasing. And I don't want to hold it back 4 months. I really want to get this out, because we are so close. Anyway, so let's get reading what I've written down, because I wrote this down earlier today. So, like I've already said, salutations everybody, and welcome to the May 2021 development update for Wanderer, a Fallout story. Which may be, like I've said... Oh, wait, I don't think I've said this bit, actually. This may be one of the last development updates you will ever watch, considering how close we are to releasing this. So today we're going to be discussing overall progress since my last update, which is quite a lot, by the way. Tweaks and improvements I've made through the last few days to existing material in the project. This goes back as far as the introduction. And future plans for advertising and marketing, as well as the audio that I've been kind of putting together, and Dumpkey's also been putting together for the project. So without further ado, let's start off with the development progress. So chapters 12, 13 and 14 were completed this month, as well as content within the project bar the post-credit scene. So we are done making our final touches to the project as we... Oh, fuck, I fucked that up. So, without reading the script, Chapter 12, Chapter 13, and Chapter 14 were pretty much completed over the span of the last 2 months or so. And all of the content, bar the post-credit scene, as I've already mentioned, is complete. So we are content complete from that bit, which is why I posted the other day that we are, content complete with the project, apart from the post-credit scene, and a couple of music pieces here and there. So, in simpler words, we are pretty much like 98% done. And visually, the project is content complete, minus the post-credits. Recently, I've been doing some classified concept work, which depicts the ending to my story, so I cannot share it without obviously spoiling it, and that's not something I'm going to do. And I have sent these concepts to Avon, the special effects designer for the post-credits scene. Sorry, stumbled over my words there. Avon and I are preparing to do our live action shoot for the post-credits, and I'm super excited to begin this in the coming months. This will most likely take place after May, as I get my half-term holiday for a week on the 31st of May. So there's a possibility we might see a June development update just to say, hey guys, it's complete. Or maybe we'll even get a trailer that month. I know I want to get a trailer done either this month or next. But yeah, we're pretty much ready to go. And I think the time we could do that is definitely in that week gap we have. As after that, I have finished with my project at college, which is a game. And we are pretty much ready to go. And I think she'll be finished with a lot of work too. So it should slate us for a really fucking good slot there. So after finishing the ending slideshow, which by the way, spoiler alert, the thumbnail is actually one of those slides, because I couldn't find anything else to be the thumbnail. So yeah, the thumbnail of this live stream, before this actually gets turned into a VOD and re-uploaded, for people who missed it, will be, or is, sorry, a screenshot or a screen grab from the ending slideshow of the project, and it depicts the Eridanus Enclave sector. I won't explain what they're doing there or what's said in the end credit scene. It's not really very spoiler filled, as it's just a picture of some Enclave soldiers and a vertibird. But yeah. So after finishing the ending slideshow, final battle and credits, I went through and added some music. The OSTs I used consist of Fallout 1, 2, 3, New Vegas, 4, and 76, as well as Halo Combat Evolved and Halo 2. Now, I have asked my development team for some feedback on the inclusion of the Halo music, as while it fits the scene quite nicely, it may not fit the style of production, nor it may not fit Fallout very well, as obviously Halo and Fallout are quite different in the way they are, displayed. We are yet to come to a decision on this. I've had some feedback from some members, however, most of the members have been radio silent. I think it's been quite a busy month or two. But you, the viewer, can help this by commenting down below or in the chat right now whether you think this is a good idea or not, and stating the reason why. Now, if you think this is a bad idea to include some Halo music, then by all means, voice it in the comments. It's nothing really major. The tracks are the one used in the end of Halo CE, just after Cortana and Master Chief escape the Halo ring, and when it's destroyed. And the other one is the Glittering Band from Halo 2 Anniversary soundtrack. And I believe there's another one used, which is, I forgot the name of it, but it's quite key in both Combat Evolved and Halo 3. So if you have any kind of problems with that, if you think it might not fit stylistically, feel free to tell me in the chat right now or in the comments later. I'm more than open to opinions, whether you've seen the project or not. I'm more than happy to take your opinion into account. So getting on to what Dumpkey's been up to. Dumpkey's kind of been on a bit of a hiatus. He ain't been doing too well recently. But he finished the title song for the project, which I'll be playing soon, hopefully, with his permission. Stick around if you want to take a listen, obviously, as I'll be playing this at the end. And with this track, the other OST piece is utilized. That leaves only 2 more tracks for Dumpkey to do. But this may change. I may end up using, some more Fallout OST or a different OST to fill that gap if Dumpkey is unable to do so. However, this leaves us with 2 tracks to do. So right now, Dumpkey needs to work on some combat music for a fight scene, which is integral to the plot of the story, which involves the Wanderer and another character who's introduced around the same time, I believe, in that scene, as well as some ambience for Chapter 11. So I also want to say I'm very, very happy with how Dumpkey's work so far has linked the overall kind of vaporwave-esque art style and audio style of my YouTube channel. Obviously, with the music in the beginning there, it's quite vaporwave. The overall style of the channel is quite wavy in itself. So he's really impressively linked the style of the channel with Fallout's aesthetic and really making a smashing introductory song for the video. It links not only to the channel, but it links to Fallout, and also kind of has his own flair as well, which is something I really dig. Dumpkey's a really talented musician, and I can't wait to hear more of his stuff. So they'll sound original to Dumpkey's vision, while somewhat fitting the Fallout theme, as well as the theme of the channel most of all. So now that I've kind of mentioned Dumpkey, the audio, and the overall progress this month, I want to move into some improvements that I've made. Now, I've done multiple different demo run-throughs of the project, which go from, let me see, so the earliest demo I have right now is a demo from March the 5th, and the latest one I did was yesterday. So I currently have around 5 demos, and maybe more in my possession. And with this, I have been changing and tweaking and making, just overall just improving demo after demo after demo, as well as adding the content that was missing from those demos, because obviously they weren't all content complete as I've moved. They have all been piece by piece. I believe the earliest one only actually spans to chapter 6, I believe. That might actually be the oldest one and how much content it has, whereas the latest one is pretty much complete by the post credits. And these demos have basically been helping me tweak and improve the way that the thing looks. And as I've watched through them, I noticed something that really got under my skin. So if you've been a long time watcher of the channel, you'll know that previously to do my videos, I would use the Xbox Record That feature to capture my footage. And that's how I used to capture lots of my Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4 footage before I kind of, quote-unquote, employed StuDog to become a videographer for the channel, which his role as a videographer for the channel may fade. However, he will still be present and obviously will be a valued member of the team. He'll definitely get a Hall of Fame role in the Discord, but now that I have most of the technology that I needed myself, with a lot of thanks to him, it means that his role has been nullified a little bit, so I can kind of take on the primary role as the creator of the content, instead of having 2 people or 3 people kind of come on board for me because I wasn't able to at the time. But StuDog will definitely be an integral part of the channel always. And yeah, that's usually how I used to capture my footage. And I used a captured piece of footage from my Xbox One S, which could only capture up to 720 pixels. And in a 1080p 60 FPS project on a video editing software, that is obviously going to look like dog shit. And I noticed this, and I said, as soon as we start reaching the end, before, Dumpkey starts working on his stuff and we start working on the post-credits, I really need to improve on this, because there is no way I'm going to let that be the opener for the video and look so ugly and so kind of pixelated. So what I've done is, I've basically went into Fallout 4 on PC instead of Xbox. I've installed a HD texture pack, which looks fucking phenomenal. And I have basically captured some new footage to overlay and replace that original footage, so it looks up to par with the rest of the project. And the same could be said for a 360p, I believe, screen grab from the Fallout 2 cutscene where you destroy the Enclave's oil rig in the end of the game. Now, that basically was really low quality, and I've replaced it with a image of a mod for Fallout 3 that I found, which I think fits the scene quite well. And now I feel like, you know, the project is somewhat consistent in the way it looks. There aren't moments where it looks really good or really bad. It's all quite consistent, and it's something I really I dig personally. So I'm very glad that I, you know, noticed this early on, and I said, you know, I've got to change this in the future, because there's no way that I should have, like, I could release the video in that state, because it would get no attention, and it would probably be looked down upon for the way it is visually. And that's something that you've got to value as a YouTuber, you know, your visuals. I know that right now you're kind of just staring into a screen. I suppose this is meant to be kind of like a podcast, but at the same time, you know, visuals are a big part to play in YouTube videos. And if your visuals don't look good but your audio is great, then you've only got one piece to the puzzle. So, I took it upon myself to film this footage that I may even display later, and it looks absolutely stunning. So now that I've got that out of the way, let's talk about marketing and how I plan to get you guys excited to see the finished product. So I have many ideas for short stories that I could tell within my story, acted by voice actors, as well as trailers showcasing some of the cooler moments from the video, as well as some that wouldn't appear, that are just totally, like, you know, brand new, and kind of tell another piece of the story that isn't kind of shown in the project. I think it's quite cool, but also can be construed as misleading, and that's something I don't want to do. I don't want to mislead any of you guys with you know, really flashy marketing, flashy trailers and teasers for the product to look kind of out of place. So my plan is I'm going to have quite a highly produced teaser, but I'm also going to have another trailer which literally takes pieces of the project, slaps it all together, and kind of shows you the cooler moments from it. I have a very cool trailer idea which I'll be executing very soon, hopefully. The script's ready, and now I just kind of need to figure out how I'm going to film it in Fallout 4, which is going to be the engine that I'm going to be using for this particular task. And I need to figure out a way that I'm going to do this, because it's a cool idea, like I said, but I don't know how I'm going to execute it the way I want to. So, yeah, that's about it, really. There's nothing else I really have to say. And that's about it. I hope some of the stuff in there makes you excited. I hope that, you know, that all sounds great to you. I hope that, you know, the estimated release time of mid-July to early August doesn't sound too bad of a wait for you guys. And maybe it'll even be earlier than that. I think me and the development team, especially after the project is finished and we've got a couple trailers finished and things like that, that's when we're going to be discussing release dates. I definitely want it to be a day that, you know, I'm free and that is suitable for my audience. So I'm going to pick multiple dates. Me and the dev team are going to sit down and kind of discuss these dates, their pros and cons, if people can make it, if people can't. Because I definitely want the dev team to be present for a premiere, which I believe is what the people voted on. Because I did a vote a while ago for whether the video should be just a straight up release or a premiere, and I believe a majority of the audience voted premiere. However, I'll have to go back and check the results of that poll, as I've heard some concerns raised to me from members of the development team and otherwise, saying that, you know, maybe doing a premiere for the video is a bad idea, considering, you know, it can basically fuck your video sometimes. So either way, yeah, that's about it. So I'm gonna read chat soon. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. In the meantime, I'm going to grab up some of this footage, and as well as Zabrak's new intro with Dumpkey's music. So let me just go over to this thing. I'm gonna add a media source. Alright, let me get this up. Should be in my download somewhere. Oh no, I'm talking shit. It should be in my OneDrive, actually. I believe. It should be in the Story of the Wanderer folder. There we go. Alright. so I believe the sound isn't gonna work on this. Can you guys hear that? Odd. I can't hear anything, can you guys? Let me turn this down a bit. There we go. There we go. It's playing now. Alright, so I believe there was a couple errors there. I don't know why that was happening. There was like a lot of screen tearing from what I can see. I apologize about that. I think that's the overall kind of quality of my my stream right now, so I do apologize about that. But although very low quality, that's what we have so far. That is the introduction from Zabrak, and that's also Dumkey's music, if you could hear it. I don't know if you could. But I hope that was good enough for you, although the quality was probably shit. But either way, yeah, that was not good. By the way, that is not Zab's fault, and that is not my fault either. That is simply OBS being OBS. It's not fucking good. Either way, I need to find the other, because I got some more footage I wanted to show you guys. I believe, is this it? Yeah, there we go. Alright, let me stop that and just turn off the audio just in case it has, because I believe I've got like music playing on this, because I was listening to Spotify at the same time, and yeah, but as you can see, the quality is so much better. Look at that Enclave power armor. I don't think it's ever looked so good. It honestly looks fantastic, so much better than how we used to do it back in, I believe we started it in Fallout Spookies, where we had, like, you know, the Wanderers sitting around the campfire. But yeah, as you can see, the textures and the overall quality of the video is so much better than it used to be, and I cannot wait to use this in the actual project. And if you're wondering this, by the way, this is an actual canonical scene that's going to appear in not only the introduction, but the outro as well. Obviously, I'm going to trim it and stuff. This is just kind of raw footage. But yeah, this scene and this armor, which is something I really want to point out, is canon in the story. It's something that actually is real and that happens. It's not a mistake. It's not anything like that. Because somebody, I believe it was Art or somebody else, raised the issue that, you know, oh, this isn't Tesla power armor, so it's a different armor. But the thing, oh yeah, by the way, this is the kind of little console command that Mantis told me actually to do on the stream once, and it's kind of, it slows the TFC movement speed down. It's really handy. But yeah, somebody raised the issue with me that the Enclave power armor I'm using in this is not Tesla, and the reason for that is because of a story bit that I'll be explaining after Wanderer of Fallout story releases. So it looks so much better than what it used to, and I'm really happy with that. I hope you guys are too. With that said, let me just pause that. Bada bing. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me about it. I'll answer pretty much anything, meme or otherwise. If it's August, it'd be cool for my birthday. Dumpkey, that'd be an awesome idea. Especially if you're a member of the development team, we should discuss this. Oh, thanks, Isaac. By the way, it's nice to see you, man. How you doing? What's going on, Sudog? What's going on, Zab? Only watch things at 144p. You know, I did that once when I was away. I forgot where I went, but it was somewhere up the country. And basically, I had to watch videos in 144p because at the time I didn't have unlimited data as I do now. So, the Enclave armor mod link. Alright, I'll get on that for you right now, mate. I literally installed it last night. So, Fallout 4 was a bit of a pain to get to work. For me, at least, like, there was a lot of things that just didn't really want to work for me. However, I did get it working. So it's called the Enclave Remnants Armor by... I might even make a mod appreciation on this, because this is a absolutely beautiful power armor. I really love this. I'm going to endorse this, actually. Who's it by? Where's the author? So it's called Enclave Remnants Armor. It doesn't say who it's by. It said it before, I can't see it though. Maybe I'm just fucking blind. Khalib Gaddafi. I may have butchered his name, but I do apologize if I did that. But if you're watching this, man, beautiful work, absolutely masterful work. There is the link. And hello, I was just speaking about you. Yeah, I'm not gonna do calls this stream, Zab. Sorry. I just thought I might as well just, you know, talk about shit. I can't get Fallout 4 to run. Tips you have would be appreciated. It's like CTD simulator. Studog, if you send me your PC specs and then also send me the issue and I could try and resolve it for you. Because there were some things that were kind of fucking me over for New Vegas. Like 4's been fine for me. It was New Vegas that was actually a problem for me. And it's 3 as well. But Fallout 4's been perfectly fine. It was only modding it that I had a really bad problem with. It's Tuesday. Hello, Samantha / Raptorboy100. It's nice to see you again. Face it, the Enclave's lame. I disagree, but I agree at the same time. I do kind of feel like, you know, they're basically just the Empire. From Star Wars. But they make for really fucking good antagonists. And that's something I love about the Enclave. They are like this big, technologically advanced force that could crush anything in sight. But the way they go about doing some of those things is not only questionable, but borderline war crimes. Speaking of which, there are based war crimes in my fucking Wanderer of Fallout story, by the way. Which is actually one of the reasons that, you know, major events happen in that, in the story, which I'm obviously not going to talk about because I want to kind of save it for the moment, you know. But there's some major moments that are actually caused by some of the Enclave's actions and some of the orders that they're giving, and it's not only making their own men turn against them, but it's just giving them like such a fucking bad advantage against the NCR. Because at this point, my story takes place just after. Well, there's parts where it takes place before the oil rig's destruction, and there's parts which take place way after. The latest my project actually takes place is 2283. However, that's in the very late stages. My story mainly takes place around 2269 to 2272. And they're like the main dates. But the Enclave are basically in hiding. They were split away from Navarro and taken to another base that they had. And I won't spoil what happens, but yeah, something happens. But it's due to their own actions and their own kind of orders. It put them at a disadvantage against threats like the NCR and the Brotherhood of Steel, which do make an appearance. So, yeah. But yeah, I feel like the Enclave, it really comes down to the way they carry out their mission. Because I do believe that their intentions are at an extreme good. They are extremist in their beliefs. They are bigots, obviously. Because they hate ghouls, they hate mutants, they hate anybody who was born outside of the Enclave. And that puts them at a setback, because that basically means that everybody in the Wasteland is doomed to hate them, or doomed to destroy them. And especially when you've put yourself at a disadvantage by making so many enemies like that, it's not a good way to go about things. Now, if I was in the Enclave's position, I would try to befriend the Wastelanders, but if I was truly evil at heart, say I'm playing a really bad karma character, Enclave main, you know, spec'd into science and energy weapons, I would and speech. I'd use my speech skill to befriend the settlers and Wastelanders first, and gain a massive armada and support outside of the Enclave. And when they're least expecting it, I would betray them. And I think that's what the Enclave were really missing out on. If they wanted to commit mass genocide on the Wasteland and start again, they were doing it the wrong way. But from the Wanderer's perspective, that really shouldn't fucking happen. He sees these people as equals. He sure sees, like, the NCR and the Brotherhood of Steel, he sees as enemies, because not only was he fighting them from a very young age, but they're one of the ones that disrupted his home. They destroyed the oil rig. They disrupted his family life. They tore away a vital part of his childhood. And he spent the first 2 years of his life moving from place to place trying to run. Obviously with his parents, you know, you wouldn't be able to do that as a 2-year-old. When I'm doing the next clutch Bible reading, never. It's gone, Stoner. You can let go now. It's not funny anymore. May the 4th be with you. I've watched The Bad Batch today. I thought that was really good. The first episode was really good. I can't wait for the next one. The Enclave is always like, yeah, it's they are very far right, like extreme kind of, you know, right leaning. They have the political beliefs and the ideologies of the pre-war American state. Pre-war, obviously. So they share the same ideology but put to an extreme. Like, they are very genocidal. And they wish to see everybody who isn't them burn. And while it probably would have worked depending on how they could have went about it, considering they are literally the most technologically advanced faction in the Wasteland, the way they went about it and the silly mistakes that led to the Chosen One destroying the oil rig, and the, you know, the massacre at Navarro, well, the assumed massacre at Navarro, and Mike's story, which isn't canon, the events that happened there that led the Enclave to get into the position that they're in. All of this has been like a domino effect. It's been setback after setback after setback because of the mistakes and the choices of people like Frank Horrigan. Yeah, that's pretty much it, Broadway. Yeah. So if anybody has, if nobody has any more questions regarding Wanderer of Fallout story and its developments, then yeah, I think we're gonna wrap it up here. So thank you very much. I may even start streaming right after this. You know, I might go get a drink, come back, we'll play some Fallout 1 or something. Because I've been really itching to play either, well, I think it's like 1 or 3 or 4 games. I want to play some Halo, Fallout 1. I want to continue Fallout TTW. And I would like to start streaming some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, although it would be kind of like, you know, mid-playthrough. I think it'd be kind of nice just to chill and play some video games, because it's been a while since we streamed. I think it's been about a week now. And, yeah, so we may just, you know, end it here. I'll turn this into a VOD, and I'll crop it, and then re-upload it either tomorrow or later tonight, when the video is done cropping, when I've kind of edited the way I want it to be, and yeah, that's about it. I just need to go get a drink, and then yeah, I think we'll stream a game. I'll tell you what, while I go get this drink, if you're in the Discord server, be sure to vote on which game you want, because I'll be putting up a poll in my server soon. Let me just grab a link to you, link for you guys. This link is only going to last 1 hour, okay? So you have exactly 1 hour to join the Discord. As soon as you see that link in this in the comments, be sure to click it and join if you're not in there already. But I'll be posting a poll on what I should stream, well, after this stream, while I go get ready for like get a drink of water and stuff, go say hi to Bobby, stuff like that. Alright, so 3, 2, 1. There you go. Alright, be sure to join the Discord. I'll put that poll up very, very soon, and we'll start streaming a game of your choice next up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This has been the live update for May 2021 of Wanderer, a Fallout story. Things are going well. We are on the road home, and I simply cannot wait to see where we're going to go with this, and I cannot wait to see when the project is going to release and how it's going to look when it's finished. I believe we're making excellent progress. We're making the right decisions here. Dumbkey's doing an excellent job at finishing his part, and I'm talking to Avon right now, and we're going to get this post-credit scene done and dusted. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This has been The Wanderer. Peace out.